Let me introduce myself. My name is Fidela Caroline from Management Class 23C. In this video, I will explain the material on hypothesis testing. 1. What is hypothesis testing? Hypothesis testing is a statistical method used to make decisions about a population parameter based on sample data. It is a fundamental tool in research and data analysis that helps determine whether there is enough evidence to support a specific claim or assumption. This method allows researchers to evaluate whether observed differences or relationships in data are statistically significant or likely due to random chance. 2. Purpose of hypothesis testing. The main goals of hypothesis testing are to evaluate assumptions or beliefs about a population, to determine whether the observed outcomes in a sample reflect real effects in the population, to make objective, database decisions in various fields like science, business, education, healthcare, and more, to reduce uncertainty when interpreting research findings. 3. Key concepts in hypothesis testing. Null hypothesis, H. This is the default, or initial assumption. It suggests that there is no effect, no difference, or no relationship between variables. It represents the status quo. Alternative hypothesis, H or HA. This is the hypothesis you aim to prove. It suggests that there is an effect, a difference, or a relationship. For example, if a company claims their light bulbs last 100 hours on average, the null hypothesis would be that the mean life is 100 hours, while the alternative hypothesis would be that the mean life is different from 100 hours. 4. Steps in hypothesis testing. Step 1. State the hypotheses. You clearly define the null and alternative hypotheses based on the research question. Step 2. Choose the significance level, alpha. This is the probability threshold for rejecting the null hypothesis. A common choice is 0.05, or 5%, which means you're willing to accept a 5% chance of making a wrong decision. Step 3. Select the appropriate test. Depending on your data and objectives, choose a statistical test such as Z-test, for large samples or known population variants. T-test, for small samples or unknown variants. Chi-square test, for categorical data. ANOVA, for comparing more than two group means. 5. Types of hypothesis tests. There are two main types of hypothesis tests. One-tailed test, used when the research predicts the direction of the effect, e.g., greater than, less than. Two-tailed test, used when the research only predicts a difference, regardless of direction, e.g., not equal to. 6. Types of errors in hypothesis testing. Type 1 error occurs when you reject the null hypothesis when it is actually true. This is also called a false positive. The risk of making this error is equal to the significance level, alpha. Type 2 error occurs when you fail to reject the null hypothesis when it is actually false. This is known as a false negative. The power of a test, 1 beta, refers to the probability of correctly rejecting a false null hypothesis. 7. Example scenario. Imagine a nutrition company claims their protein shake leads to weight loss of 3 kilograms in a month. A researcher tests this claim with a sample of 30 people. Null hypothesis, H. The average weight loss is 3 kilograms. Alternative hypothesis, H. The average weight loss is not 3 kilograms. Significance level, 0.05. After collecting data and running a t-test, the p-value is found to be 0.01. Since 0.01 less than 0.05, the researcher rejects the null hypothesis and concludes that the actual average weight loss is significantly different from 3 kilograms. 8. Conclusion. Hypothesis testing is a vital tool for analyzing data and making informed decisions. It provides a structured approach to evaluating whether observed patterns in a sample are meaningful or just due to chance. By following the steps carefully and choosing the right test, researchers can make sound conclusions that drive knowledge and progress in many fields.